from SQL school, and over 2 decades I have been with databases and warehouse activities. And let me tell you, like data science and data engineering, they actually go together always. Snowflake, Azure are always the best for big data implementations and data engineering in terms of cost and ease of use. Let's get started slowly. Let's understand how to integrate Azure and Snowflake. Before that, the agenda. What is cloud engineering? What is Azure? What is Snowflake? And how Azure and Snowflake are different. Then we'll see how Azure and Snowflake they sail together, our actual agenda. Here comes something called enterprise apps, IAM, identity and access management, external stages, pipes, and more. So total I plan for about 3 hours total. 2 hours live classes and 1 hour video sessions. If possible, write your observation notes. If possible, if you can. Hope you can hear me. Shankar Reddy, Ravi Kumar, Rajiv, Nishita, Mahesh, Bhaskar, Arvind. Please check
Yes,
your
sir.
mic, please.
Yes,
Perfect.
we
Sir.
can
Thank
hear
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Others, please check your mic, please. If possible, please
Yes,
try
we
to
can
write your
hear you.
observation. Fine, Shankar.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Sure, Bhaskar. Thank you so much. Yes, friends, we'll start our session. If possible, get some observation notes ready, a scribbling pad and a pen. We'll start our session in next 1 or 2 minutes max. We'll start our session next 1 or 2 minutes. Please get some observation notes ready. Well, let's get started now. And thanks for joining the call today. Good to write your observation notes if possible. My assumption, you're all working in databases or warehouses or ETL platforms, or you're planning for stepping into data engineering, hence you are into the class today. Thanks you once again. Thank you once again for a valuable time. Let's get started slowly. First, what is cloud engineering? Before that, what is database? A database is a platform to store any type of data, passwords, QR codes, or captcha codes, text, integers, documents, any type of data, including media information, we can store in databases. There are 2 types of databases, OLTP, to store live real-time data, and other one, warehouse, to store old historical data, past inactive data. So OLTP is mainly for storing live data, like for example, online banking environment, live day-to-day transactions. The same bank need to store the history as well, right? Old data, old transactions. That is actually getting stored in warehouse. And our agenda is into warehouse. We are learning what makes it different between Azure and Snowflake for warehouse implementations. Okay, and here we go. As a data engineer or cloud data engineer, we are involved in ETL and warehouse activities. We need to ensure optimized ETL and optimized secure data warehousing solutions. So on my screen, you see the birthplace of data, OLTP databases and apps, to ETL, extract, transform, load, to warehouse, finally to reporting activities. Now, where is Snowflake? Warehouse. Where is Azure? ETL and warehouse. That's the main difference. Azure, a Microsoft cloud, is known for ETL and warehouse both. Snowflake, on the other hand, is mainly primarily for warehouse. For ETL, we have a lot of options, including third-party tools like dbt for Snowflake. With this content, let's step into our actual journey now. Let's understand what is Azure first. Then we'll see what is Snowflake. Then we'll see how to integrate them together. You see my screen, the birthplace of data, data sources like files, websites, applications, social media. They produce data. Those are the birth centers for data. I log into my website sqlschool.com and I enroll for this free workshop. Or I may find it from my social media like my SQL School Facebook account. All this data goes to OLTP first. Right now we are in OLTP, our ongoing live class. But we will be using the same emails that you submitted for our future workshops as well. So you will be seeing the promotions into your inbox about next upcoming workshops, maybe on Azure versus AWS or Snowflake versus GCP, etc. Remember, the birthplace of data, actual data from apps, websites, social media, forms need to be stored in OLTP. Developers will take care of OLTP database design. And as you see on my screen, various technologies, right? Microsoft SQL, Oracle, Postgres, so on, they're all into OLTP. Friends, we'll go for questions after 5 minutes. After 3 to 5 minutes, we'll go for questions. Our main duty as a data engineer, we are into ETL and warehousing stack. Now, main difference between Azure and Snowflake, Azure is both ETL and warehouse. Snowflake is mainly for warehouse. Then what about ETL? Yes, Snowflake can make use of Azure or tools like dbt, data build tool, or Medallion for the purpose of ETL activities. To make it more easier for us, in Azure we have components like Data Factory, Databricks, Data Lake, Medallion, DLT, Delta Live Tables, PySpark, etc. Snowflake has components like Cloud Warehouse. For ETL, there are some external dependencies. It's more into warehouse. With massively parallel processing environment, of course, even supported by Azure. Snowflake make use of Azure for staging activities. Snowflake depends on other clouds, especially Azure for staging. I'll show you in next few minutes. For incremental loads and security optimizations. What does it mean? Let me take you here. I'll just take you to my browser. I'll close my other windows and here you go. I think I'm ready with my Snowflake. Yep, here it is on my screen. In Snowflake Cloud, there is something called on my screen create and something called stage. External stages. There you see Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud. Why? Very simple, friends. Azure is a company that has, or Microsoft is a company that has airplanes and also maintains airport. Imagine this way. Snowflake is a company that owns only airplanes, not the airports. This comparison works. I mean to say, friends, For example, let's take a company, British Airways or Air India. They own flights, but they need to depend on a different company who actually manages the airports, like Adani or Reliance, etc. Yes, in Hyderabad, we have a company called GMR who actually maintain the international airport in Hyderabad, India. Same way Adani, Mumbai Airport, etc. Same thing here, friends. When you go to Snowflake, I'll just show you this way. But wait, I'm not praising Azure, I'm not praising Snowflake, I'll go in a moderate way. My workshop is intended mainly for getting the technical understanding of the subject, not for promoting any of the products or the course, or not to endorse a technology. Please, my disclaimer, I'll continue. Whenever you go to Snowflake, let's go to Snowflake, for example, Snowflake trial, and you try to sign up. See here, Snowflake requires either Azure or AWS or Google Cloud, one of these three platforms. Why? Just like a flight needs an airport to land and refuel and maintain, Snowflake requires one of these three airports. Why? Because remember, Snowflake does not have its own storage. Snowflake depends on other cloud providers for maintenance and storage. Not only Snowflake, even other clouds like Zoho, Salesforce, PeopleSoft, and few items or few silos in SAP. They all needs additional cloud support, either Azure or Google Cloud or AWS. That's the actual fact. Now, why like this? Very simple. I wanted to host my son's first birthday party because of my time constraints. Because Monday to Friday, every minute is valuable for me. Right? So I have to compare the things. If I need to host my party on my own, then I have to invest more time. And the loss of time may be more than the loss that may be incurred when I try to give it to a third party service from Just Dial or some other online portal. Same thing here. Snowflake wanted to concentrate on warehousing activities, so all storage entities will be given to cloud data centers. Now, which one to choose? AWS or Google Cloud or Azure? It purely depends on your majority customer base. For example, you take South India, or for example, here it is Central India or South India, etc. Here you see some India-based regions for Azure. If it is Google Cloud, there are no India regions at all. See, if the majority customer base for a project is from India or Asia or EMEA region, you need to select appropriate nearest region manually here. For example, something like this, Ireland can be the region for EMEA customers. Same way you take AWS. There are few regions here. If you take Google Cloud, very less number of regions as on date. Now, one more important consideration. Snowflake projects need to select their cloud provider based on the ETL environment also. Remember, Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud are by far the best to give ultimate ETL experience. Friends, I'm talking about this one, the ETL process, or I'll put this way, this one, the ETL process. Snowflake is the best for warehousing. Azure, AWS, Google Cloud are the best for ETL. That's my experience. When we log into Snowflake and start creating warehouse or maintain data in the warehouse, it's damn easy and super straightforward compared to the data warehouse activities we see in Amazon Redshift or Azure Snowflake, so Azure Synapse. Compared to Azure Synapse and AWS Redshift, let me tell you, Snowflake warehouses are very, very straightforward and super fast. Super fast. For example, you take Azure Synapse. You start the warehouse, wait for minutes to get it started even till date. We are in November 2025. Yes, remember, friends. For example, let me put this way practically. Let me go to my portal.azure.com and I'm using a paid account, not a free account. That's my justification. Free accounts won't really give us the true experience in real world. Now let me go to the server, one of my servers. This is the warehouse, DW. I click on new dedicated SQL pool, or I try to resume an existing paused pool. It always make me wait for minutes. At least minimum 1 minute waiting time guaranteed as on date for SQL pool in Azure. But warehouse, within seconds we are able to get the warehouse ready and dot to the query. So Snowflake has ultimate experience for data warehousing, but there is a small limitation. Snowflake is mainly concentrating on the warehouse, I said. Of course, it has good amount of add-ons in the recent past, like AIML, ingestion, etc. But again, this kind of recent add-ons in Snowflake last few months are not really as matured as you see in Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse Factory, or Azure Synapse Pipelines we call, or Amazon Glue. Compared to Azure pipelines, Data Factory pipelines, or Synapse pipelines in Azure, or Amazon Glue, compared to all three important ETL platforms, Snowflake has certain limitations. Snowflake is a true warehousing solution, not a BI solution. Ultimate, the best warehouse solution I can say, compared to Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud, in terms of cost, in terms of performance, in terms of ease of use and automated maintenance. For example, friends, there is a technical advantage of Snowflake. Let me put this way. Friends, we are comparing the things, okay, before we proceed into the integration part. Yes, if you take Snowflake, there are certain activities called time travel. Time travel is there in Snowflake, but not in Azure. Time travel is there in Fabric, but not in AWS to the level Snowflake and Fabric supports. Again, I am bringing Fabric into the picture. Why? I'll be telling about it very, very soon, practically. Very simple, friends. There are few important, interesting, useful features in Snowflake warehousing which are not there in AWS and Azure. Example, the kind of time travel. Time travel is supported in Azure, Snowflake, and AWS. No problem. But the level of time travel I'm talking about. Azure supports only timestamp time travel. AWS supports timestamp and query ID time travel. Snowflake, timestamp, query ID, query latency, and related offset. There are 5 levels of time travel supported by Snowflake. This way, There are good number of activities which are supported by Snowflake for our ease of use on warehousing technology, but lack of true, complete, homemade ETL process. There comes our actual agenda, Azure and Snowflake blended together. So we are going to use Azure for ETL and we are going to use Snowflake for warehouse in our example. I repeat again, friends. ETL, we are using Azure. Warehouse, we are using Snowflake in our agenda in this workshop. Why? Azure is the best for ETL process. It has something called Azure Data Factory pipelines. And what's improved? Synapse pipelines. Azure Data Factory pipelines and Synapse pipelines are more or less similar, but Synapse has a lot of extra activities for us with few add-ons in the warehousing channel as well. So we'll be having Azure Data Factory ETL and Snowflake Warehouse. Are we getting it, please? So far, please. I will wait. Mic with everyone now. Anil, Arvind, yeah, Chennu, Balaraj, Bhaskar Reddy, Gaurav, Kavita, please check your mic, friends, please. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Nishita, Mahesh, Raghu. Yeah,
All
any
clear,
questions so far? Let me know, please, before we proceed. Friends, I'll wait. Sarathi, Shankar, Sailaja, Ravi Kumar, Raghu. Others, please, I'll wait, please. Yep. Questions, please, let me know before we start. No problem. Please. Any questions, let me know. I'll wait. Please.
Yeah, Sai sir. So only thing for in data warehouse perspective, it has having good features and all. That's why Snowflake has been
Yes.
chosen, right?
Exactly, my different. Number one, performance. Number one, performance. Number two, ease of use. The moment you start writing a query, Snowflake warehouse starts automatically. You don't need to pause it. You don't need to start it. You know, are getting my point?
Yeah, yeah.
If it is Azure, we have to pause the pool. If you forget to pause the pool, what happens?
Yeah, it's a
Microsoft
huge
kept
billing.
coming, yeah, exactly, my dear friend, billing problem. Microsoft keep on getting rich and I keep on getting poor. You are getting my point now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It happened to me a lot of times. There is no auto pause in Azure directly, unless or until you configure something like logic apps or Azure functions. Again, you have to pay for it separately. Getting it?
Yeah, and Snowflake will get auto off or like no? What's the
Exactly, auto off is auto off, and we can give manual off also. We can, yes. For example, my dear friend, this one. Friends, anyone from my Azure classes, this important point actually. This one, my dear friend. You see my screen? Yep.
Yes, yes, you can see.
Yep. Here it is. By default, suspended state. Click. Okay, here it is. You can also set the things over here actually. This one. Auto suspend. You got my screen, my dear friend? Auto suspend seconds. This one.
Yeah.
This feature is not there in Azure. It is there in Fabric. Fabric included all beauty of Snowflake. That is a point actually. Are you getting it now?
Yep.
Yes, friends. The difference between Azure and Fabric, I can give a formula, friends. Azure plus Snowflake is equal to Fabric. Really, Azure plus Snowflake is equal to Fabric in terms of data warehousing with complete end-to-end ETL. All items you see in Snowflake plus all ETL activities you see in Azure is equal to Fabric now. But again, Fabric is a bit costly nowadays. Okay, so we have to wait for Microsoft to bring down the cost to at least to some extent. It is a bit costly. We need to, admit the open facts. Yep, it is a bit costly. Well, friends, any more questions, please? I'll wait.
Sir, what is Azure Fabric? Sorry, not have much idea about it.
Sir, it's not Azure Fabric, sir. It's Fabric, not Azure Fabric. Let me put this way on my screen. Yeah, on my screen. For data engineering, there are four important products. Two from Microsoft, Azure, Fabric from Microsoft, Snowflake and AWS, other two companies. Snowflake separate company, a San Francisco based company, USA, another one Amazon, AWS. So Fabric is an alternative for Azure with more AI. And I was mentioning whatever beauty you have in Snowflake with respect to warehousing and whatever beauty we have in Azure with respect to ETL together blended into Fabric. Are you getting it, Gaurav? Let me know, please. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's a separate
Thank you.
product.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Fine, friends. Let's continue. Now, what we need to do? We need to learn how they go together, Azure and Snowflake. So our actual agenda on my screen. Once again, I'll show you here. It's one of the items for my ongoing classes. Yes, here it is. I'll just put this one. Yes, the agenda of our meet: Snowflake versus Snowflake and Azure integrations. This is the actual concept. We'll go there slowly. We need to learn something called enterprise apps, event grids, and some authentication activities and few additional details. So to go there, I need your support. If possible, write your observation notes, please, if possible. I'll provide you the complete notes anyway after the complete event today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow we are going to meet, same time, same link, and I'll be providing the complete notes today as well as tomorrow once again. Here is my complete notes. So first document is what is what. The slides I was showing you till now. Now comes second document, Azure Cloud Introduction. We'll start it now. Then Snowflake Cloud Introduction will continue today. Finally, we'll go for the integrations. Because some of us may be new to Azure. Some of us may be new to Snowflake. Or most of us are aware of both. But let's have a revision of it. I'll say Azure Cloud Introduction. What is cloud? And I'll mail you all this content anyway. Okay, just like my usual class notes, I'll mail you all these things. What is cloud? A virtual environment to host any data or applications. Easy, secured, faster. And Microsoft Cloud, trust me, it is one of the most stable cloud platforms. Of course, every coin has two sides. For Azure, ETL, it's really ultimate. Cheaper ETL, remember, Azure has cheaper ETL compared to other cloud providers like Amazon or Google. It's very cheap ETL, highly secured, easy integrations with other data storage platforms. I'm going to show you practically how easy it is to connect Azure and Snowflake together. So it's Windows and open source platforms. So Azure data engineers are responsible for implementing ETL and warehouse. What next? Here we go. As an Azure data engineer, you'll be involved in open source ETL, open source warehouse, Microsoft ETL, Microsoft warehouse. I repeat, see, you have some data in OLTP, but what next? Data should be archived, given to the warehouse. For that, we have ETL. There are two types of ETL, open source, Microsoft. Two types of warehouse, open source, Microsoft. Open source ETL Databricks, Microsoft ETL Data Factory. That Data Factory and Snowflake are good friends. Next, open source warehouse Spark, Microsoft Warehouse SQL Pool, also called Synapse. Again, few companies host few of their warehouses in Synapse and majority in Snowflake. For example, there are about 10 warehouse requirements. Maybe 7 or 8 can be Snowflake, 1 or 2 or 3 can be Synapse. Why? 24/7 availability. Yes, data reliability, security, failover. For these reasons, remember, not just Azure warehouse can justify the entire requirement for a customer, or not just Snowflake alone. Usually they sail together. Open source ETL Databricks, open source warehouse Spark, Microsoft ETL Data Factory, and Microsoft Warehouse SQL Pool, also called Synapse. I'll be showing you how to connect Databricks, Azure Databricks with Snowflake, Azure Data Factory with Snowflake practically. Next, these are all the components that we need to learn if in case we plan to become an Azure data engineer. Just in case, for reference purpose, for your reference purpose. And here it is. In Azure, we need to have something called subscription. Every subscription that requires a credit card or a debit card. And we create resources. We can access these Azure resources like Data Factory, Databricks from our computer through browser or other tools. So this Azure is from Microsoft. Remember the beauty of Azure again? Perfect ETL solutions, ultimate ETL solutions, very cheaper, very use easy and user interface, simplified, easy user interface. What about Snowflake? Snowflake is mainly for warehousing activities, ultimate warehousing experience. Now, in addition to Snowflake, we have other solutions in the market like Teradata, Yellowbrick, Redshift, etc. But Snowflake, among all this list, is always the best. Now, the main advantages of Snowflake, I'll mail you all these notes. I request you to go through it after the class today. Take a print copy if possible. Faster, fully automated, supports big data and 100% cloud, easy data engineering, more into data warehouse. I must actually remove ETL here and analytics, mainly warehousing activity and faster cloud administration activities. In case you're planning for ETL admin job roles, then you need this one. So any type of data is welcome in Snowflake with the backdrop, with the support of either Google Cloud or Amazon Web Services or Azure. I mean, without one of these three or without these three items, Azure, AWS or Google, at least one is needed. Without their support, no Snowflake. Without airport, no airplane. In terms of maintenance, right? It's actual practical working and other things. From here, now let's understand how to configure number one Azure, number two Snowflake, and see how to get them connected. Before we proceed, one last final screen To make it easier for us, just wait. I spent some time last night and I came with this diagram. This one, friends. Developers and DBAs. Developers and DBAs will be working on OLTP sites. Microsoft SQL. I must say here Microsoft SQL. Oracle, MySQL, Postgres, etc. They are into OLTP. This diagram is for someone who is very new to data engineering or who really wanted to step into data engineering activities to level up their skill set. Yes, developers and DBAs are OLTP sites. Data engineers involve ETL and warehouse, extract, transform, load, and warehousing cloud solutions. Azure. Fabric on my screen. Amazon. Snowflake. Snowflake has ETL, but I said it's not a true complete ETL. Why? Now here is the main difference. Snowflake has one ETL called Snowpark. It is similar to Databricks notebooks. We can create notebooks. But there is nothing like data factory kind of pipelines in Snowflake. There is nothing like live streaming data analytic jobs you see in Azure. Nothing like that in Snowflake as on day. We need to depend on third-party tools like DBT, data build tool. Now, with these comparisons, first let's see how to get into Azure. Then we are going to create one Azure Data Factory resource today. Then I'll be showing you how to connect Snowflake. And then we need to continue for Databricks to Snowflake. That is one part of the game. From Azure, how to connect to Snowflake, okay? That is one side of the coin. Other side, from Snowflake, we can connect to Azure. Friends, are you getting it? I repeat again. From left, you can connect to right. From right, you can connect to left. We are going to learn both. From Azure, we can connect to Snowflake. Azure ETL, Snowflake warehouse. From Snowflake, we can connect to Azure also. That is not for ETL, that is for a different purpose. I'm here to clarify the things. We'll do it slowly. Let's start our practical now. Let's start our practical. So I'll be providing you all these notes anyway. So let me just take you back to my Azure portal. Yes. Please confirm, friends. You see my Azure portal, everyone. We are going to learn from Azure how to connect to Snowflake first. A to B. Are you able to see my portal, please, everyone? Please, my window, browser window, please. I'll wait. I'll show you now. Please.
Sir.
Yes. Others, hope I'm not troubling you. I'm expecting a response, please. Really, I'm expecting your response, please. You can see my screen, please. Please, everyone. If not, please let me know. I'll reconnect.
Yes,
again.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Thank you. Create resource. Thank you, friends. Let's continue. Create resource. Friends, once again, what is that? From Azure, how to connect to Snowflake. Okay, that's the thing here, right? Azure Data Factory. There are different ways from Azure to connect to Snowflake. Okay, I'm taking Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks, two different examples I'll be providing you. Go to Data Factory. Data Factory is a ETL process. This one, friends, observe carefully again. Data factory is a ETL process. I am showing you here how to connect data factory to Snowflake. This one. Next example, Databricks to Snowflake. You can also try Stream Analytics to Snowflake if you are from Azure Data Engineering. Let me show you this one now. Data Factory to Snowflake. Let's see how it is. Very simple, friends. Observe carefully. Go to Data Factory resource. Yes. And go for the new resource group or existing resource group, and I'll say SQL School ADF resource new. Give some name. Any name is okay. And create. Let's get it created. Nowadays, the data engineering job roles are high demand. Trust me, really high demand. But one cloud is not enough for experienced people. Really, friends, minimum 2 clouds are required. Maybe Azure plus Snowflake or Azure plus Fabric. Anything combo is required. Go to resource. Next, let's wait for some time. We'll be able to find the resource called Data Factory resource. This one. Go to Data Factory. Launch Data Factory like this. In the meantime, my Snowflake account is also ready. Earlier Azure account, now Snowflake account. And I have one Snowflake sample data with me. Right, this one sample database is called Snowflake sample data ready for my example. Okay, we call it as Horizon catalog. Okay, Horizon catalog we call it. Now go to Data Factory. My destination ready, Snowflake. My ETL getting ready, Data Factory. Click on ingest. I'll make it simple. Next, source. I will take new connection. And I'll go for the Azure SQL database. Remember, we are establishing the connection to an existing Azure SQL database. And I'll provide you the lab plan as well in next few minutes. I'll show you how to practice this in your environment. Provided you have the items, like you have the Azure account with you, you can happily practice this example. You practice it once, you can happily include all the keywords in your resume, right? It all depends how much we can market in our resume. So online server, and give the password. Let me provide the correct password. I'll test connection. So make sure you have an Azure account with you. Okay, make sure you have an Azure account with you. Just wait. My password has a small trouble. Just wait. If not, I'll quickly reset the password. Just wait. Okay. Yes. It says login failed because only Azure Active Directory authentication is enabled. I forgot to disable this for my previous class few hours back. Please wait. Give me a few minutes time. This one comes. I said support only Entra authentication. I'll disable it and save it. For my previous class few hours back, for my Azure DBA class, I was actually giving them a demo on enabling only intra authentication. I forgot it to reset. I forgot to reset it back to the original position. Now it is done back. Well, so here we go. Just wait, please. I'll take a screenshot for my easy reference later. Fine, friends. So here we go. Test connection. Now it should work. Because I enabled the authentication, right? Click create. So for your practice, you need to have an Azure account and a Snowflake account. Next, I'll provide you one sample data to you today for your practice purpose in case you have customer, product, sales, time, 4 different tables. I'll provide you the sample data to you for your practice along with the class notes today. So this is the source, okay? See here, my Azure SQL database is the source. Through data factory, observe carefully. Azure SQL database through data factory, I'll load the data to Snowflake. My OLTP, it has relations. I made the script today. So OLTP database, 4 tables and multiple relations. We are using data factory as a mediator and write the data to Snowflake. How do we do that? Let's observe it carefully. Next, go next. Leave the existing data and the semantics as they are. Don't disturb them. Next, new connection. This one, friends, see Snowflake. Remember, data factory, I said it's a true ETL because it has lot of targets it can support. Right from Azure, you see on my screen, to something called CRM, IBM, Fabric, MongoDB, Atlas, ODBC, Oracle, SAP, Salesforce, etc. Select Snowflake and continue. Click continue. It will ask you for Snowflake connection. Okay, I'll give some Snowflake connection. Here, remember, we are connecting to the Snowflake cloud, right? So you need to give account name. See, account name. Database name and a warehouse name. Let's see one by one. Account name. Account name would be back to my Snowflake admin. Go to admin. Okay, here you see account. This works. I got this account yesterday, my free account. Unlike Azure, Snowflake does not require any card details, no credit card or debit card. Just go to snowflake.com and you'll be able to sign up and sign in back. This is the account name, friends. See this one. Copy and paste. Database name. To which database you would like to load the data? Okay, here it is. Go to catalog, Horizon catalog, and identify to which of these databases you would like to load. I would like to load the data to one sample data. This one, Snowflake _ sample _ data, or any different database, or this one, Learning DB. Warehouse. Remember, warehouse means in Snowflake terminology, Warehouse means compute, cloud computing environment. Click on compute and select whichever compute you want. You can create new compute or existing computes. It's auto resume. Remember, we need not resume it manually. Auto pass, auto resume. You can resume it if you want it, but that's not really mandatory. Not really mandatory. Okay, next. So what we do? Simply copy, paste it. See here, account name, database name. Remember, warehouse means here compute the resources. Next, give the username and password. For your Snowflake account, you will have a username supplied. At the time of signing up for the Snowflake account, you will be having the username. You provide the username and the password. See here like this, username, password, and test the connection. That's it. It's very simple and straight. Remember the main idea behind our example today. Why Azure, why Snowflake? Azure is for ETL, Snowflake is for warehouse. Okay, next. What if we don't know the username? In case we don't know the correct username, go to compute, go to admin, go to compute, go to admin. Here you see the organization overview, account overview, and all the details. Okay, here in this case, simply go to, in case what I said, if we don't know the username, here in the admin, usually you'll be able to see account to overview. And once you go to account overview, down you'll be able to see the list of all users for paid account. For free account, you don't see the list of all users. Then what we do? How to get the username then? Yes, we need to learn about users, security, and few other activities next. We'll do it slowly. Okay, here we go. I repeat again. You know the username, you simply supply it, friends. If you don't know the username, how to get the username? Initially, whenever you sign up for your Snowflake account, you get one confirmation mail, a email from Snowflake. That mail contains a username. That mail contains like this. I'll show you. You will see it in accounts anyway. If not, I'll show you here. You'll get one welcome screen like this, in this way. Like this, like 10 hours back, I got my account created, username like this. Give the username. And I'll be showing you tomorrow how to get the list of all users, of course. For now, just go with the username you have from the email, welcome kit, welcome email. It should work. Try this one today, and tomorrow we'll continue for the remaining portion, that is Databricks. So what you'll practice today, let me just make it clear. So I said total 3 examples, okay? Number 5, example 1, Azure Data Factory with Snowflake. Okay, same way. To make it clear, okay, I'll provide you all this in a single Google Drive. Second example will be Azure Databricks with Snowflake. Third example will be example 3, Snowflake external stages with Azure Blob. We call it as blob storage. I'll explain it anyway one by one. So these are the main examples in our agenda. Okay, total 3 examples. First example, step number 1, sign up or log into portal.azure.com. Step number 2, create Azure SQL server, logical server. And create Azure SQL database. Connect to the server from your local SSMS and run given script. This creates 4 tables. Okay, practice this way. 4 tables with 10,000 rows. Step number 3, from Azure portal. And also one more thing, sign up or login to snowflake.com. Step number 4, from Azure portal, create Azure Data Factory resource. Go to ADF Studio, ingest. What next? Source Azure SQL Server. Specify the source details from step 2 above. Destination Snowflake. Specify account name. For that, here welcome mail, document the Snowflake account details. Username is case sensitive. I'll show you tomorrow anyway how to get the list of all accounts and how to reset the password. Specify the account name, database name, and warehouse means compute name. Test connection and run pipeline. Step number 5, go to Snowflake, new SnoSQL query and verify the data loads. I'll be showing you from here tomorrow's class anyway. First, I request you to go through the notes today carefully, understand what is what, and try to get these 3 things. Tomorrow, each step will take about 5 minutes time. After this, we'll go for Databricks. Example 3, this one will be video format. This will be video and these two will be live. I just want to make sure things are clear for you. We'll go step by step slowly. We'll stop now. I request you to just go through the things carefully. Don't mind. I have another class now at 10 o'clock. So I have one Azure Data Engineering. Sorry, I think, yeah, it's Cloud Data Engineering intro class is there at 10 o'clock today. I need to log in there. We'll stop here. Tomorrow we are meeting as usual. I had all your email addresses. So I'll be sending you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, right until here. A Google Drive, single drive link I'll be sending you. And don't miss tomorrow's class. It's completely into hands-on. We'll stop for now. I think instead of drive, I can directly send the attachment. Any questions, let me know, please. I'll wait. Yeah, no problem. Tell me, please. Any questions? I'll wait. I'll be sending you all this information anyway. Any questions, let me know, please. I'll wait.
Sir, I have just a small question.
Yes, madam. Please tell me.
So in order to load the data into Snowflake, so you already created a data warehouse, right, in Snowflake?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's why we are just loading the data from Azure SQL to Snowflake DB, which is already created.
Exactly.
So
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes. Actually, madam, like
Snowflake you
whenever
already
you yeah, let me tell you, like whenever
yeah.
you configure or whenever you create a Snowflake account, these databases are auto created actually. Okay, they are sample database auto created. You need not create them manually again for our example. You need not do that.
Okay, so they are auto created as how we have master DB and
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Just like master model and all. That's why I did not mention anything about creating the database manually in the nodes because auto created. Okay, you can use it actually. No problem.
Yeah, that's what I had. Yeah, thank you.
Got it. My notes will be complete anyway. No issues. Okay, it should be. Yeah.
Okay,
Fine.
thank you.
Next question, please. I'll wait. Any more questions, please? I'll wait. Fine, friends. Email to be sent in another 1 or 2 minutes max. Kindly check your mails and hope you'll attend tomorrow for the remaining part, remaining example. Give
Hello,
a time.
hello,
Give your time.
hello, sir. Hello.
Tell me, sir. Please tell me, sir. Yeah. Tell me, sir.
Yeah, hi, sir. My name is Bhaskar. Actually, I am working as SQL DBA administrator,
Okay.
some
Okay.
organization. So, is it good to learn as a Snowflake with ADF for my career? I mean, advanced upskilling.
If we can, got it, sir. Bhaskar, I think we can have one-to-one call, sir. Okay for you? Yeah, one-to-one call direct.
Yeah, I will call you, sir.
Do you have my WhatsApp number with you, sir? Tell me.
Yeah, I have, sir. I will call.
Surely, surely. You can call me on my number, this one. Either today or tomorrow after the class, up to you. +91 903004080. Just please give me
Okay.
a hi message, Bhaskar. I'll call you after 1 hour once I am done with my next class. Okay, I'll be available.
Okay, okay, sir. Sure, thank you.
Thank you. Sure, will do. Friends, hope you received the mail. Everyone, please check it, friends. I'll wait, please. Hope you received the email, please. Everyone, please. I'll wait. Yep.
Not yet, sir.
Might be on the way. I'll wait for some time. 5 attachments. Done? Got it, please? I'll wait. Check your spam, junk, promotions also, please. I'll wait. I'll share you the video in another 1 hour. Okay, but I think 30 minutes to 1 hour. My team will share you the video. No problem. For the video you can ping me, or you can ping my team. For the video you can ping me or my team 9666640801. This one, sorry, typo. For video, okay, or clarifications, you can reach me or my team. Okay.
Sir, I didn't receive
Just
the
in
note.
case.
Sorry, just like that.
Could you please check your spam, junk, promotions, please? I'll wait.
Yeah, I
Stop.
checked it.
Sir,
Everything.
me too. Not received.
Spam, junk, promotions. Usually it should be done almost immediately. No problem. I'll share it again. Please wait. Others, have you received it, please? I'll wait. Others,
Yeah,
please.
sir, I
I'll
got
wait.
it. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, then fine, fine.
Yeah.
Others, please. I'll wait. Thank you, friends. Have a nice time and meeting tomorrow 9 a.m. sharp to continue the practical part. We will do slowly. Thank you so much. Yeah. Follow the instructions carefully, please. Step 1, 2, 3. Get them ready, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. Meeting tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, Anil, Bhaskar, Mahesh, Ravi, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shankar, and everyone. Thank you.